Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. I'm truly grateful. You're always in a long distance relationship when you're dealing with Filipinas. But before I even talk about that, I want to talk about something else that's kind of been on my heart here lately. Yeah, I've been asked over and over again, when am I going home? And when's the last time I've been home? And I never really give a real answer, man. The real answer is, I've got a problem with flying right now. And it's really occurred over the last few years, and I don't know where it's coming from. We're here in Bacolod City. We had to come here to take care of some business from Maryland. But I don't know where it comes from, but I'm going to give you some context real quick before I get to my topic, because I think I might can help somebody. Up until 2015, I was a silver medallion flyer with Delta, because I was flying to the Philippines about every 2 months. When I came over here December the 5th, 2018, it was my 25th trip. I mean, flying was nothing to me. I was in the service, so whenever I changed duty stations, I always have to get on a plane. But in November of 2015, I was on my way out to Los Angeles, California, where I had to go to Los Angeles, California for some training with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. And about a week out, man, I couldn't sleep at night. I'm thinking about getting on that plane. I'm having nightmares. I'm waking up. All I'm seeing is the plane going down. And the day came for me to go, man. And I picked up the phone. I was going to call the manager at the time and tell him, hey, man, I'm not going. The phone rang a couple of times and I put it down. And I called a friend of mine. He said, man, he talked me into it. He said, man, come on, man. It's all in your head. Get on that plane and go on out there and do what you have to do. Well, man, it was the most excruciating plane ride. I had to fly from Louisville, Kentucky to Atlanta. I'm in the back seat, the very back seat. I get there, then I go, it's the longest 4.5 hours to LA that's ever happened, man. And from that day until now, I've had a problem with flying. Even though after that, I went to the Philippines 2016, 2017, and then of course 2018. So I'm literally stuck right now in the Philippines. Hey, good morning. And I can't go home, man. It's just all in my head. I eventually get it together, and then, when you put that with the fact that I'm really living a fabulous life over here, man. The best that I've ever known, man. And people hear me say that and they don't believe it, but it is, man. The Philippines fit me like a glove. And see, when you couple those two together, I'm stuck here. I really don't want to go home. But, I miss my friends. I miss my family. But the bottom line is, man, I've got a problem with flying, man. I just want to put that out there. Maybe it'll help somebody, because I got a friend, a YouTube friend, Gleason. I'll just leave it at that, Gleason. I won't tell him your last name, but he's down in North Carolina. He doesn't live far from my son. And he told me that. He said, Calvin, I really want to come to the Philippines. He said, but I'm afraid to get on that plane. He said, I'm afraid to make that long trip. If any of your viewers or subscribers would come with me, it would make a big difference, So we're trying to help him. So yeah, guys, that's the reason, Yeah, the triangle of death is over there for me. But for right now, because mental health is so misunderstood in my circles, man, especially in my community where I grew up. People call, oh, he's a coward, he's weak. We just don't give people with mental health issues, man, the time of day. It's like, man up, get on the plane and go on home. It's like what most people can do with impunity. It seems impossible for some people, man. So, be kind to people, man. You never know what people are going through. I'll let you know what I'm going through. I'll put it all out there, because that's just how I am. But you never know what people are struggling with, man. So, kind of be kind to people. But Gleason, man, whenever I come to visit my son, which I am, if you want to get back on that plane with me, come on, man. I'll do it with you. But let's talk about what I really want to talk about today. I got this subject from my live stream really yesterday. The guy says, hey, he likes to look at fun videos, he says, about the Philippines. And, and I was like, yeah, you probably do. Fun being, young women being paraded in front of cameras and stuff like that. But it made me think, see, when I started coming over here, there wasn't these YouTube videos. Some of them are so great now. They promote the Philippines. They promote these long distance relationships, right? And I mean, they just look so enticing. You got the guy, the handsome guy, the attractive Filipina, they're so in love and everything, right? And then, oh, we meet for the first time, and they get thousands and thousands of views. But what people don't understand is there's another side of that. There's another long distance relationship that we never even talk about. Whenever you're dealing with a Filipina, you're always going to be in a long distance relationship. Some of them, the typical long distance relationship, you're separated by time and space. But the other long distance relationship, you're together. But you're either in her country or your country. So you're still in a long distance relationship. Let's take me, for instance. I'm 8,000 miles from home. It's a long distance relationship because I miss my friends and family and the familiar. And you say, well, Cal, just take her to America then. Well, then she'll be 8,000 miles from home. And she'll miss her friends and family and familiar. And we think that that's no big deal, but it really is. I was doing some research, man, before I even wanted to talk about this. Even though I knew in my mind that when you're away from your family and friends, the effect that it has on you. See, we forget that our family and friends, they enrich our lives. They improve our health and our overall well-being. See, we forget that. You pay a big price, man, when you deal with these long-distance relationships. See, that's why people get mad at me. I don't just give them that sunny side all the time, because there's always a flip side. Remember, there's a 360 in a circle. You pay a high price. What's the price? Well, that's what I'm going to tell you on this video. You pay everything. But as long as you feel that it's worth it, then go ahead. But I just want to let you know you pay a tremendous price for dealing with women who live so far away from home. And the Filipina pays too when you take her home. You just got to ask yourself, is it worth it, man? Because it's an extremely high price that you pay. One thing that I noticed, Filipinas, they age faster when they're overseas. And anybody right now, it's just nothing factual. It's nothing, it's just something that I'm seeing. They age a whole lot faster. I'm looking at my son's mother, and I'm looking at my ex-wife over there, and they've really aged, man. And I know it's because they're away from their friends and family. It's a tremendous price we pay, guys. It's a long-distance relationship. No, you're not separated by time and space, but you're separated from your family, from your support. And that's very, very important. You know, we make it look good. You know, people come over here for relationships. Let's be honest, man. Most of the men I deal with over here, they came over here for relationships. They've watched these YouTube videos. They see how good it looks. And they say, hey, I want some of that. But what happens is the people don't tell them the price that you pay. They don't tell them the other side of the story. So when you come over here, you're only getting half the story. So I have to tell you the other half. I believe men, the foreign men who come over here and stay, myself included, I believe we die a little bit each day. We die a little bit each day being away from our friends and family and the familiar. But let me get back to why Filipinas age. Okay, everybody knows Maryland's 41. My son's mother and my ex-wife, they're younger than Maryland. But if you look at them now, over there in America, living the good life over there, supposedly, they look so much older than her now. And I met them, I saw them in their prime. And when I look at them now, I'm like, wow. Is it just because they're in America? No. Because I've seen women who go to Ireland, I've seen them to go to Australia, I've seen them go to the UK and Britain, and they all age, man, because they've been unplugged from their support. The stress, man, that's what it is, the stress over there. And they age, man, it's a price that they pay. They don't even realize it, though. Nobody tells them that. That, hey, you're going to look 10 years older than you're supposed to look from dealing with this long-distance relationship that you're dealing with. But let's go back to why we do it. We do it because we think, well, hell, it's got to be better than what I'm getting now. And because it looks better. Go on YouTube right now and look up those videos. You see it. These attractive couples are not so attractive couples. But they look happy. The sun is shining. They're probably frolicking on the beach and everything like that. It looks so enticing. And you say, I want some of that. See, when I started coming over here, there was none of that. When I came over here, I promise you, I didn't come over here for a woman. I started getting involved with the women when I got here. I was just trying to get away. Trying to get away from that matrix, man. As far away as I possibly could. I'd been traveling. I just come from Cancun like 2 months prior to me making my first trip to the Philippines. So I didn't have all these videos to watch that sold long distance relationships on me. I grew into it. And that's why I tell the stories that I tell on my channel. See, I grew into these long distance relationships. I realized the price I was paying, man. If I could do it all over again, man, I would not get involved with any relationships over here like that. You know, because I'm always going to leave a little bit of me over here in the Philippines. Then when you start having children and everything like that, man, yeah. Now, see, that's a regret. Remember I was talking about a mistake and a regret. Yeah, regret is coming over here, getting in relationships over here because it's tough, man. It's tough. I didn't sign up for that, really. I didn't sign up for the fact that in order for me to be happy with my woman and happy in my relationship, I've got to be away from my family and my friends and the familiar. So, yeah, I just wanted to put this message out there to let you know that we all are in a long-distance relationship when we deal with Filipinas. There's a price to be paid. It's a very high price. And I just want you to know that. When you decide to, you know, that you want to jump in the waters, because you have no idea. You have no idea what's you're facing. You know, and guys, you can look at your wife now. You've been, oh, I've been with my Filipina 17 years. I've been with her 15 years, this and that, right? Okay. I get it. Now look at her. Look how she's aged. Okay. Not just the typical 17 years, but she's aged more. You know, I'm friends with my son on Facebook. His mother always tags him. I know why she tags him, so that I can see her post. And it just breaks my heart. I'm like, wow, you know, did you even know that you were signing up for that? You know, you look so old now. I just remember, you know, you were so young, you were so beautiful, and now look at you. You look so worried. You look so, you just look so old. You look older than 30-something. And it's a result of having a long-distance relationship in America. It's not bad news, guys. I just want to let you know the flip side, the 360 of it. Because people don't tell you that. They only show you the good side. You guys say, oh, I want to see the fun videos of the Philippines. Yeah, there's plenty of them out there. There's not enough of the real life videos that I do. So y'all don't like my videos because you don't want to hear the real deal. That you are going to suffer, man, silently in these relationships. You're never going to, you know, because the dust will settle, ladies and gentlemen. After you shot your load and, you know, you raised her level of living and everything is settled, man, you're going to see the price that you're going to pay. I see there's guys right now, they're back at home having been here in the Philippines with their woman, man. They're suffering. There's guys like me over here right now. I'm living in what I consider to be paradise. I've got a great life over here. But something's missing, man. Something is missing. It's my friends and family. You know, but remember, I'm from that old school that you can't get something for nothing. And that's true when it comes to these relationships with these Filipinos. And even as special as I say they are, it's a price that you have to pay. And I just want you to know that there is a price that you have to pay. As long as you're willing to pay it, it's no big deal. Ask yourself, is it worth it though? Could there be some other way? Because I had a guy on my live stream. He's in Mexico. He said, man, I got everything in Mexico that y'all got in the Philippines, except I don't have to go 8,000 miles away to get it. And I don't think a lot of us even look at those options, you know. Our focus is on the Philippines because these videos are so great. And we think that what we can get over here, we can't get anywhere else. That's just not true, though. So thank y'all so much, man. It's not a bad video. It's just a real video. You're always going to be in a long-distance relationship when you're dealing with women over here, even when they're by your side, man. Tell these guys that's going back and forth on these planes, even with their Filipino beside them. That's a long-distance relationship. When you come back over here to the Philippines, you're leaving part of yourself at home. And when you leave the Philippines, you're going to leave part of yourself here in the Philippines. Part of me is always going to be here, man. And that's a high price to pay. So if you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting out second shift, or you're on your lunch break. You see somebody on the street or wherever you see them, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. If you're in the Philippines, it's early. It's about 6, a little bit after 6:15 a.m. on a beautiful Wednesday morning. Like I said, we're here in Bacolod. This is the El Fisher Hotel. And remember I was telling y'all, the massages are the best in the Philippines. I mean, I don't care who you get in this place. This is called the Cocoon Spa. I mean, these are really professionally trained masseuses. This isn't just people rubbing oil on you. It's, you know, by being in a hotel, 600 pesos. So what is that right now? With the exchange rate being 57, a little bit over $10 for 1 hour. And I promise you, man, it's going to be the best that you've ever had. Especially for that price, okay? Now a day goes by, I don't help somebody. This hotel where we're staying, there's 2 towers. We're staying in the chalet. It's only like 2,200 pesos, about $40 exactly a night. But you get access to the gym, of course, the swimming pool. You know, they have the bar, they have the restaurant up here. They also have the restaurant downstairs because you get a free buffet breakfast. I mean, it's really, really nice, guys. I'm going to help somebody today. I just don't know who. And I just don't know when. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people. We help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Remember, guys, September 16th, the walk. I settled on some Nike Zoom X. Probably the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. I bought them while I was here. That's another reason I came here. 8,595 pesos. I mean, you'll see them when I do my next walk. But this isn't a bad video, guys. Remember, this is just the flip side of it. This is just to say, hey, all that good stuff you see, all that fun stuff you see, there's a price you have to pay for that. And as long as you're willing to pay the price, okay, take care.